Hey guys, this is Adele and Sammy with Motivated by Kindness. We're out here bringing you inspiration every week to help you change yourself for the better.
Hey guys, it's Adela. It is week 4, right? Week 4?
Yes.
I don't even know what day it is. But thanks again for listening. We have 104 likes now. We're super excited about that. And we also have our website up. So it's motivatedbykindness.wordpress.com. So definitely feel free to check it out. Give us suggestions. At the bottom, you can put in your name and email or message us on there as well. So any suggestions at all that you want to give us, or again with these podcasts as well, it's very helpful to us. So thank you again. And actually, this week's podcast was a suggestion from someone, so I do appreciate that people are listening. They want to hear us talk about stuff. And just a heads up too is that I have a little 3-year-old sleeping actually on the floor right next to us. So if you hear a child, y'all know I'm a mama. And
He just popped out of nowhere and woke up.
Yeah, he's sleeping right there. He's knocked out.
He's been doing it all night.
Yeah, so thanks again, guys. We're super excited. I look forward to recording our podcast, even though it takes hours because we're tired and.
And because she has ADD and just gets distracted.
Squirrel. Yeah, pretty much. Literally. So thanks again for everybody that's listening. Thanks for the suggestion. A suggestion that was brought to our attention, or brought to us or whatever, was to talk about, being positive and how it can be hard sometimes to stay positive. So we were asked, think about, what do you think about to stay positive, and how being positive, it really is hard. Sometimes you have those days you're just like, ugh, I just can't. I can't anymore. I'm so over it. I can't. And I've had that week, actually.
Especially this week for both of us.
Yes. And it is, and I guess it's true though, because I had a moment where I'm like, you know what, why? Everything was just so much piling on. And you know what, guys, it's okay. It's okay to feel like to feel not defeated, but just to feel like that, to feel like deflated, yes, just to feel like, ugh, like I can't. But you know what, for me at least, what helps me to remain positive is music, working out where I can, specific songs, like I mentioned before, Bring Me the Horizon, Thrones, that song is because it really was, at least for me in my personal situation, is that I literally was at a really, really dark place in my life. So I guess training my mind to know that to never let myself go back there. So I do try to just do everything I can to remain positive. And I work so hard to get to where I am now. And it's not easy. And that song, Thrones, it's literally about that, being thrown through the wolves, and every scar is just going to help me build my throne. It's a great song if you're into that kind of music. I don't even know what kind of music. How would you label metal, rock, hard rock?
It's like
pop rock, because they're kind of poppy now. But anyway, Thrones by Bring Me the Horizon. If you're into poppy music, Breathing by Ariana Grande, Unstoppable by Sia. Sia is my homegirl. That girl touches my soul with her music. I mean, just pick a song. Obviously, if you're a parent with children like myself, when I'm upset and feel like I just can't, my kids are my huge motivators. I do everything for them. I'm doing, excuse me as I'm burping here, but guys, this is me. But just like, that's really was like, especially in women. Can I say it? Can I?
Yes.
Okay, women, like, for women, obviously we get our periods and we're just like so not in the mood for like life within itself. Because guys, you don't understand this part, so if you want to mute this or skip it to whatever number. But girls, when you have your monthly friend, I call her the Red Witch, and you're so drained. So it's okay to cry, watch a movie with a candle, which is what Adela did, and just cry at stupid commercials.
At the same time, like, just talk to a friend that understands.
Yeah, because if you hang around with girls, guys, this is all right. I'm gonna give you guys a little tip. when all women hang out each other, they're a squad, and they all like are in sync. Isn't that messed up? Women are like creatures. It's great.
We are creatures.
It's cool. We were talking about how like weird cool it is. Like I think it's weird cool. Like you make a friend, a coworker, and you guys are all in sync when it comes to your periods.
Yeah.
That is so messed up. I'm not going to keep talking about that, but I'm just saying you have those moments, especially for situations like that, where you just feel defeated and your emotions are all over the place, but you got to keep pushing. You got to know that life is going to be okay. Talk to a friend that you trust. That's another suggestion that I think's been helping us, been helping me. I've lost a lot of friends in the past couple years, so that's why I'm thankful for, you know, the people I've become friends with, and you, Sammy, for being me. You kind of need that person to talk to so they can think things through with you, if that makes sense. Because you know how, like, I'm an impulse. How would you... Okay, so I'm very dramatic, impulsive, and my decisions are, like, my stuff is all over the place. I overthink. I'm like, oh my God, I do this and this and that and this and that, and then I get like, I'm an anxiety, overthinker, stressor, impulsive. Like, I'm a hot mess.
So you're a talker, if you haven't realized by listening to the podcast.
How you doing?
Adele is the talker, I'm the listener, and I throw my pointers in here and there. But you need that person that you can just let everything out to. And
feel comfortable with, because that's the thing, especially for me, because I've been burned so many times. I have to internalize it. Before I met you, honestly, I was an internalizer when it came to my feelings, which you probably
still internalize, and then I express what I need to express.
Yeah, but it feels good, I guess, to finally be able to... I think that's why I'm a more happy person, because I'm not internalizing as much. So it's great to just say things. And sometimes I say things and I'm like, whoa, I didn't mean it. What the heck? And then
that's the point of having somebody to listen, is that you not only have somebody to bounce ideas off of and just get things out to, who's going to give you honest advice, but at the same time, you're kind of telling yourself what you're saying.
Yeah, you're like thinking out, like, that's why I think, you notice this, I talk out loud all the time. And then I have little arguments with myself.
Yes.
Yeah, which is a sign of geniusness, just so you know.
And it could also be a sign of insanity, but we're not going to get into that.
Well, genius, insanity, same thing. Let my insanity, my insane brain, my insane brain think that I'm a genius. It's great. So, I guess so far where I'm going with this, to keep positive, you have to keep in mind where you want to be in life and just use those as motivators. Listen to music. Music is very, 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 very positive. If you are a reader, read a book. Read a positive book. Read Rachel Hollis's books. They're great.
For me, I listen to podcasts.
Yep, you can listen to podcasts. Go listen to ours, you know. Motivated by Kindness. Working out. Honestly, working out feels great. You know, whether if you're dancing to Just Dance YouTube videos with the kids like I just did today. And I was
That's
happy.
why she's so tired.
Yeah, I know. I'm very tired. I'm still talking, though. I talk a lot. You have to find a hobby, I guess. Find a sport, find a hobby. I do all. I have a sport, which it's great. It's stressful, but it's great. I love being on the field when I finally get there. It's great. So just really finding something to, because life with itself is not easy. It really isn't. There's things that come at you and you're just like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Oh my goodness, the world's out to get me. I'm trying so hard. And if you're religious or anything, you're like, God, I'm trying so hard to be a better person every day. And my life is just like, you know, you're in a storm. And I've been in the storm, honestly, for like a week and a half now. And I'm just trying so hard to get out of it. And I guess it's okay to allow yourself to have a moment like I did the other day, where it was just, I was in my head. I was just myself. I gave myself time. I put on a movie and I cried.
That's the thing, is in order to be positive, you have to let yourself accept the negativity and everything that's kind of weighing you down, so that you can look for the things that are actually bringing you up.
Exactly, which is a good point, because when I had my little by myself episode, I looked around, my cat was judging me once, thank you. And
she does that every day.
She judges me, yeah. But then I said, you know what? I felt better. I was like, whoa. that was a great movie. I didn't even know what it was about because I was too busy sobbing. Oh my god! But you know, I was like, I felt, you know, I was like, wow, I came a long way. And that's the thing too. Is like you have to realize that when you wake up every day, each day is a blessing. Honestly, every day when you wake up, and because there's people that don't wake up the next day.
Right.
There's things that people lose. You know what I mean? People lose so much, and that's why. And honestly, I can honestly say that I became more grateful with life and more, like I don't even know how to say it. Like, appreciative of my life, even if it was in a crappy part, was when my brother passed. Because when my brother passed, I realized that life really is short. And you wake up and you're like, whoa.
You never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Exactly. Like, he was just literally chilling in Florida, and I saw him on YouTube live, and he's working and having a great time, and then you get a call the next day, and you're like, whoa. So that's why I think, even though at that specific time 2 years ago, I was, like, my life was, obviously, you guys follow my story, I was just in a really bad situation, and then having that thrown on top of you, and during that time, I can honestly say that that's when I realized that life is short. You have to live every day happy. You have to wake up and keep it moving, honestly. Yeah. And during that time, my kids became my biggest motivators. I mean, they always were, but specifically during that time.
See, for, like, somebody like me who doesn't have kids, I use other things. So, like, for a long time, I've used positive affirmations.
Yeah, you sent me those. It's great.
And it does help.
It works. It does.
It does. You do positive affirmations. I like to sit there and write. Adela enjoys reading everything I
love
write.
it. I'm like, it's great. Send me more.
Yeah. It just helps me release all of the thoughts I have in my head. And then I can, once they're out, I become more positive.
It's true. Like, especially when I read, like, that's why I have so many positive signs and stuff. If you read something out loud, like, or in your head, it's like so weird how magically you feel a little bit less tense.
Yeah.
Like, that's why every morning when I can, I read my daily thing, my daily book, you know, Jesus book thing, and I read it and I'm like, whoa, this is great. This is true. I'm good. Like, God's got me. I'm good. Like, it's gonna be okay.
See, I do something different.
Which I just became religious in April, but just saying, it helped me.
That's okay. No, I'll look back at, like, some of the things I've written and be like, wow, I've actually come a far way.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as it seems.
Exactly. I've had that moment too, and I'm like, wow, life wasn't really that bad at that time. And I, like, you know, life really isn't, I mean, I was in a dark place. I think everybody, if you have not been in a dark place in your life, you will get there. Everybody gets to a dark place.
It happens.
And for me, every day, I'm like, I worked way too hard to go back to a dark place. I'm not going there. I left there. I'm out. I'm not, and I won't do it. There's not, I won't.
The other thing that helps me stay positive is, I like to call it finding the funny. So every day I try to find and notice funny things that happen throughout the day.
No, we always laugh all day because I say stuff like when I roll my ankle out of nowhere. Just walking.
Yeah. But, like, it could be something as little as, like, a squirrel jumping the wrong way. Like,
yeah.
Just find something that's funny, because every time you laugh, it's actually building up that positive energy.
Yeah, laughing is great. I love laughing. We just laugh now when I realized Cinderella, her real name was Ella, and that Cinder was from the freaking
She got so excited. Nobody understands how excited Adela got.
I'm laughing now because my face, guys, this is why they call me Dory, because I was so, like, Cinderella.
Like, she literally said it like that.
Guys, I swear I'm not dumb. I just never realized that. I'm like, what is Cinderella's real name? She has a real name? Like, out of nowhere, she's like, are we going to start this podcast? And I'm like, did you know Cinderella's real name? She's like, Adela, we should be doing this. This is what I mean. My brain just goes all over the place. And then we were talking. Yeah. But it really is. Guys, if you didn't know, side note, Cinderella's real name is Ella. Maybe I'm the only one in the universe, but I was today years old when I knew that. And I was literally really like, you just witnessed mine being blown for the first time.
But this is how we share our positivity.
And the thing is, I was supposed to keep this in my head, and it just comes out. Like, there's some thoughts that I have, and I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Like, with you, though. Like, everybody else, I'm like, I'm going to keep that to myself. But you need to find that. If you can find that person that you can trust, that's another good thing to help keep positive. Because sometimes when we're both negative, we look at each other like, ew.
Like, why am I talking to you?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be the positive one in my life.
Yeah, we're like, especially this week, we're like, ew, why are you being negative? Go away with your negativity.
We're like, go find somebody else.
And then we laugh, and then we get over it.
Yeah.
You need to find people. If it's a family member, if it's a friend, if it's somewhere.
I mean, there's times where one of us is negative, and we'll just, like, have a slap fight on the couch, and then all of a sudden...
we're fine.
Back to positivity.
And I think, too, is that trying to stay positive, and you get things that trigger whatever negativity you've dealt with. Like, for situations like mine, where, I can't really go into detail because I don't want to. Well, I do, but that's, like, my personal social media stuff. But just, like, when you're dating or something and you try to stay positive and try not to compare people to your negativity past, but they, like, some things trigger that, and you're like, whoa, well, you're doing this, and it reminds me of this, so now I'm, like, going to be negative about it. Does that make sense?
It's finding patterns.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just like, you need to realize that not all people are
the same.
Yeah.
Well, the human brain is programmed to follow patterns.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's how it finds danger. But that comes into awareness. If you're aware of your surroundings and aware of the people you surround yourself with.
And I've been very aware. I've been very, like, I've worked way too hard to build this, honestly, I was surrounded by so many, like, negative, fake people. And I'm sorry to say it, so it sounds like I'm being negative towards them, and I'm not, because I have no bad things to say about them. It's just they weren't my cup of tea now. Right. Because I'm realizing that, because I was falling into that, mindset. I was in that fixed mindset too, and I when I got out of it and I was free, I was like, whoa, y'all need Jesus in your life, or
not
something.
Even Jesus, just positivity.
That's what I'm saying.
You need to smile.
Seriously, it's like your life isn't that bad, and I truly hope that. And I told you this before, that people from my past, I pray for them. I really do. I really wish them all the best. I wish everybody. I have no enemies. I really don't. But she
had to think about that. Make sure she's not lying.
I know, I did. I had to swear. No, I really don't. I truly do. I honestly, I do pray. When I do pray, I pray for everybody in my life, even the past. Like, I wish them the best. I hope that they do overcome their negativity and realize that their life really isn't that bad. And it's true.
That's the other thing, is if you're going through something negative and you just can't find a way to get out of it, all you have to do is start by smiling. I don't care if you have to put a pencil between your lips and make yourself smile, but literally, it's psychologically proven that... I know that's funny.
I'm so immature, guys. I'm sorry, because I'm about to go get a pencil.
Now she has to test it out.
She said, I don't give a... If you put a pencil between your lips, you better... I'm laughing now.
But that's great. It's psychologically proven that if you find a way to make yourself smile, you actually become a more positive person.
Well, I'm duct taping my face this week. It's true. It really is. Even a simple smile to, like, a stranger or somebody. Because there's people at Walmart that look miserable. But I don't judge. Remember that baby?
Oh, yeah.
That's a different story. But... anyway, guys, real quick. A little baby, we were walking down the cereal aisle, and the baby, like, side-eyed me. That baby was having a moment, right? And I literally looked at Tim and I said, did you see the way that baby was about to fight me right now? Like, what? The baby was, like, what would you say, like a year old? It was the cutest thing. I was like, I just got freaking asked to fight by a little 1-year-old baby.
She kept looking at us every time we went past her, too.
It was great. Like, she literally wanted to punch me in the face, this little baby.
Yeah. Adele was walking around going, this is the best day of my life.
She was
just made her so positive.
It was great. I wanted to get... Baby was going to jump me. I made it positive. Anyway, what was I going? Squirrel. And Carter's sleeping through this whole thing. It's great.
He's on the floor.
But I think just keeping positive, honestly, just really, really trying and realizing, like, sometimes when I do have a bad day, I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of things I'm happy to have. I have a roof over my head. My kids are happy, healthy, you know.
Surrounded by positive people.
Yeah, surrounded by positive people. You know, their father and I co-parent. Well, there's no animosity. There's no, like, really bad, you know, because some people really do when it comes to co-parenting. They have a very bad, like, very scary. And I am grateful for that. I really do. I really try to be grateful for everything I have in my life, for how hard I worked, for the relationships that I've built, you know, that, and it works for me. It really, truly works to realize if you guys can take a moment, if you can take anything away from today's podcast is to think about your life.
Think about how grateful you are. Mm-hmm. Think about how much you smile.
What makes you smile. Mm-hmm. What you have in your life, that your life really isn't that bad.
Yeah. Because the more things that you do that you enjoy and that you smile for, the more positive you're going to be. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, all this week, it sounds a little cheesy, but the song, Keep Your Head Up by Andy Grammer, that's been my go-to all week.
My go-to's been, well...
different side of the coin.
I've had angry songs. I've had, Be Nice by Black Eyed Peas, you know. You know, you guys, I sang that song to you guys last week. You don't need to hear it again. And then...
Fine by Me is another one for me, by Andy Grammer again.
Yeah, and then...
The kids are singing that.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the boys sing that song. Just, like, anything that gives me some mood. Like, I love to dance. I make routines in my head. Like, I love any song that keeps me dancing.
That's the other thing, is if you want to be positive, just go out and do something positive. Like, dance.
Yeah, shake your booty. Not like that, but, like, it really, dancing is fun. Like, it's so fun, and that's what I can't wait to bring to the classes, because you see me, I do the robot, I do whatever. I have no care in the world. As long as you are moving and your body's moving and you're free and it's great, and it's just so great, and I can't wait to bring that to my class. It's just like, don't even follow me to a T. Move your body. Have fun in class. We're here to have fun, burn calories, and just smile and laugh. And that's what I can't wait to bring.
Moving and exercise and dancing and doing all of that releases endorphins.
If you live by yourself, like when I don't have the boys and I'm by myself, I dance still. I dance with people, without people, by myself, not by myself.
Video chat me and just be dancing while she's doing dishes.
Yeah, we're doing dishes. Oh God, what songs? Oh, ring, ring, ticket, ticket. And I was like dancing. I don't care. Dancing is great. Dancing keeps me happy. If I'm sad, I swear there was a time in my life where I was like angry, crying with you, and I was dancing. You're like,
we were doing it in the car.
Oh yeah, in the car. You're like, or what? You're like, what are you? Are you?
She's like crying, really angry, very upset, and then she's like super positive with the music, like, dancing, and then the song changes and goes back to angry, and then song changes again, and she's like all hype. I was like, okay, music. Whatever makes you happy.
And then the Lizzo song, "The Truth Hurts," that song was like my go-to song in June. Now I still love it. My favorite song, so I went from like June was like "Truth Hurts." If you guys never heard about that, Lizzo, "Truth Hurts" is basically like
Wonder Woman, Lion Mane.
Yeah, Wonder Woman. That's my song. And then I like "Soulmate" is like by Lizzo is like a new song because you have to learn to love yourself, and it's true.
It's exactly.
Like, it really is true. Once I realized and I connected that how awesome I am and how I literally loved myself, things just kind of fell into place in life.
Positivity starts on the inside. It starts with your mindset. It starts with your mind frame. It starts with your perspective.
It's great. I'm a unicorn.
You're a unicorn, and I'll be the leprechaun that brings the rainbow.
Yeah, but leprechauns get more fun, though, because they get food.
Now you're rethinking this whole unicorn thing, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I think I'm going to be a leprechaun because they get food.
And a pot of gold.
And gold.
And a rainbow.
Yeah, but the unicorns, though, they have, like, little unicorn heads.
They have unicorn heads. Perfect.
Well, they're colorful. Anyway, guys, this is what we talk about.
This is how we keep ourselves positive.
Why do I love unicorns? Because I was told that I came across a conversation where it was told that women cannot be beautiful, smart, and funny.
Mm-hmm.
All in one.
Which is false.
And then Adela's mouth had to open up because I will not settle for that answer like that.
Mm-hmm.
I said lies. I am a beep unicorn. And I'm all three. Didn't I say that? It was pretty more intense, guys. I'm trying to keep it PG for you.
Well, at the same time, there was a little bit of alcohol involved.
Nope, not me. Never heard of it.
Sure.
Basically, I was standing up for women because women are all beautiful in their own way. Women are all funny in their own way. And women are all smart in their own way. So I could be... There could be book smart. There can be street smart.
It can be anybody. But I'm just saying, can be
all women are like I fought for that. Like that, I'm very passionate. You know this. I'm very passionate when it comes to like women and how they think about themselves. And I really been trying to advocate for that and uplift women and try like that. I've been really trying for the 2 years sharing my story, and I've been doing that. So that I'm getting hyped up about it. You see this?
I know.
I can't.
You've fallen asleep and then
I woke up. See, my adrenaline.
Adrenaline.
I'm just saying. Girls are all beautiful, smart, and funny in their own way. And we're unicorns. So if you are beautiful, smart, and funny, you are a unicorn.
You can be a fairy or some other mythological creature if you'd like to be.
Nah, I'm sticking with unicorn.
You can be a unicorn.
I'm just saying. You know, but you gotta be positive. And if you feel like you wake up and you're just like, blah, change it. How can we help? How can I help? You guys want to know my story? You want to chat? To PM me, message me, send me a text.
You can message either of us.
Exactly.
We're both going through hard stuff right now.
Different stuff. Everybody goes through their stuff differently.
I struggle every day.
Everybody does.
We all do.
I struggle.
It's just a matter of how you look at life. You know, you can go on our Facebook page or the Instagram or wherever you want to look, and there's all kinds of positive things all over those pages.
Oh, yeah. My personal pages, too. Always positive. I'm always trying to, you know, just be positive. The thing is, I never was like this. Because people always say, it's so refreshing talking to you because you just keep it real and you can relate. And I was negative 2 years ago. I was in a fixed mindset. I was miserable, guys. Like, I had no soul. You can ask my family. You can ask don't ask my friends because I don't have them from the past anymore. But you can ask anybody from my past of how miserable I was. And it was sad. It really was sad. Because that was like wasted unicornness.
Wasted unicornness.
During that time.
But it takes somebody to realize how negative they are for them to want to change to that positive.
Yeah. Which takes what we said in the other podcast where it takes a tragic event.
It doesn't even have to be tragic.
Well,
it just has
dramatic, so.
You're always dramatic. But it's just like, again, bringing that awareness is becoming aware of who you are and your identity and yourself, which is what we talked about last week. Yeah,
it's true though. It truly is true, and like, it's just great. It really is great to just like change your mind, guys. If you can do that, if you can just think about your life, write some stuff down that you want to change to make yourself like. Everybody should wake up happy. Everybody should wake up like, wow, today's great. Let's do this.
Today's the best day of my life.
Exactly. I'm gonna go drink whatever you guys drink, coffee, keto coffee, whatever you're doing, celery juice like I'm doing, water. But just like wake up and just be like, wow, this is great. What can you do in your life now to make you wake up happy every day?
What can you think about? I mean, like. Every day is a day that you're not going to get back.
Exactly.
Every second is a second you're not going to get back. What are you doing to make yourself better, make the world better, make the people around you better? Just increase the positivity and the kindness and the inspiration and just change how things are.
Exactly. And if you need help, like we suggested, music, working out, talking to a friend...
I mean, you can reach out to us.
Exactly. I'm a good friend. Pretty alright.
Oh, stop it.
But you could just, she slapped me. See, abuse. I wake up so abusive. But just, like, really, really try. It's not easy. I'm not always like this. Like, I just poured out my heart and told you guys that I freaking cried and ate chocolate and watched a Marine movie about greatness. It was sad.
I did the opposite. I created a website and...
Yeah. See, her brain goes to intelligence. Mine goes to, like, oh my God, I'm going to cry. And it was great until my cat judged me and I felt so awkward. Everybody feel awkward when you have a cat when she looks at you? I felt judged.
You always feel judged. She judges you every day.
She judges me. She needs to listen to our podcast. Get over here, kitty. But it's all right, guys. We truly, honestly, we can't thank you guys enough for the support. It really is. It inspires us every day to really push forward.
And to go on and see that there's so many people looking at all of the stuff we do. And
like 104 is a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
It is. To us, it's like, wow, we started this 4 weeks ago. Right? 4 weeks ago?
Well, we started the podcast 4 weeks ago. It was really like 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, 6 weeks ago. And like, we're excited. We were so excited for like our first 20 likes.
Uh-huh.
One day it's going to be 2,000 and we'll be happy.
We're going to get there.
I'm going to get there. I'm going to do whatever I can. And we are working. Guys, I know you guys want to make just a quick update, but we are trying to put ourselves out there. And we encourage if you guys could just like, share, comment, just help us get out there.
Talk to people.
Exactly. Like, the podcasts are a thing. If you know somebody that listens to other people, like, that listens to podcasts, like, hey, you should check these guys out. Maybe we're just nothing to them, but maybe they take a listen. You never know. I think our podcasts are funny.
Sometimes.
Yeah, well.
I think we really do talk about meaningful things, though.
Pizza.
Okay, you talk about pizza. I'm going to talk about meaningful things.
Oh, guys, see, this is us. And then we were talking about, too, how we need to get mics, like professional mics and stuff. And we were, and how we're going to have our own actual website. And we're just excited for that to happen. And you guys get to follow us from, like...
You get to see everything happen.
Exactly.
You get to see the growth and the change and the development and everything that's important. You get to be a part of us.
It's going to be great. And then we're going to have the big block party when we open. See, I go straight to party. Block party up in here, bumping music, chocolate, pizza.
Now you're just talking because you're hungry.
Yeah, I'm probably hungry all the time. I'm always hungry, guys, especially last time of month. Honest. Nerd.
We had to eat chocolate before we started this.
You know what? I was so happy that I found she hides chocolate in the fridge when she comes over, and I was so mad, but I was so happy. I jumped right up real quick. Chocolate, and Carter's still knocked out.
That's a good thing.
Yes, guys, he's literally sleeping on the floor. See, this is the thing. We're growing because we're going to have a studio, not a living room. Remember that time we were recording our podcast in our little apartment, in my little apartment in Concord? It's great.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, thanks again. I don't want to keep this too long. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the suggestions. Continue to give us feedback. We truly appreciate it. We take everything you guys say into consideration.
Tell us what you want to hear us talk about.
Yeah, and I appreciate. So thank you for reaching out to us, for listening. Again, our website, motivatedbykindness.wordpress.com. Take a look. Any feedback you have there, anything you want us to add there,
just send us a message.
Yeah, send us a message. Reach out to us. You want to hear more about our personal stories? We'd be happy to share. Follow us on our personal social medias if you want to.
Yeah. If you want to find us on other, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, our GoFundMe page is on the website. It's all there.
Everything is Motivated by Kindness on Instagram, Facebook, and obviously YouTube. We have our channel there. So thanks again, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys, or not see, but we will talk to you guys next week. So if you do have a topic, any suggestions about next week, feel free to let us know. And thanks again, and I hope you guys have a great week.